You know, something like this takes a lot of people's efforts, and everybody's efforts that had something to do with this are in this room tonight. And for all of you who have come tonight and have donated money and have given, we want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for what you're doing for helping these children in education. We also had some people who couldn't come tonight who also donated, and we want to be sure and extend our thanks to them as well, too. I also would, I'm going to take care of the thank yous right up front here before we kind of tell you a little bit about how this all came about and for children and orphans in Haiti. I want to give a very, very big thank you, and I hope you'll join in with me, to Jason Grubb, the owner here. That and letting it be a base of operations here, and has donated some very fine raffle prizes too. So Jason, thank you again. Very much. Karen. Also, it was about 2 weeks ago, we were having a wood racket tennis tournament here. Yeah. And after that tournament, we were all kind of sitting around in the lobby, and somebody started talking about what had happened in Haiti, and just things that we had all witnessed on the television about the terrible devastation and the plight of the people there. And somebody said, maybe we could do something as a club around here and see if there's a way that we could rally together and raise some money for the people in Haiti. Well, that led then to saying, well, let's get a meeting going the next day. So on Monday, we had a meeting here, and a number of people showed up to be a part of that. And I'd like to recognize those people that were involved in helping us really get this off the ground. First of all, I'd like to recognize Jim and Jane Pfeffer. You may know Jim as Gilligan from Gilligan's Island. Now, little did we know that Gilligan was married, right? And so when we started that next day, Jane already had the idea of, instead of having a tournament, why don't we just have a fundraising party, something that everybody can come and have fun and be a part of. And she said, I'll put together some flyers and a poster, and I think you've seen the poster if you've been around here for a while. She's the one that put the party flyers and all that together that went out to everybody on the internet. So we really thank her for her efforts. See, being a school teacher really pays off. You can really put those posters together. And then Jim said, well, why don't we just not limit it to the club? Why don't we see if we can't rally the other tennis clubs in Kansas City to help be a part of this and to also donate? So Jim took it on to contact all of the other tennis clubs in Kansas City, and they were all initially very interested in it. Many of them have said they're going to do whatever they can do in their clubs to participate in this. So kind of the second phase of this, after the fundraising party here tonight, will be what the other clubs around the city are doing, and will also be donating to this very worthwhile cause that we're supporting tonight, the Global Orphan Project. So Jim, thank you so much for contacting all of those clubs. Then you always have people that are, have done this kind of thing and step up and know how to get it going. I'd like to recognize those people. Patty Morton, she recognized her as Mary Ann from Gilligan's Island. She's over by the raffle table here. She really got things rolling on how we were going to get this all organized. And then also Catherine Johnson, who you'll recognize as Ginger from Gilligan's Island. And then we had Art and Kathy Lepp. Kathy is behind the desk here. And then our skipper from Gilligan's Island, Bruce Baldwin, he instrumental. And Rick said, he thought he knew somebody who might be able to help us out with the posters and get that going. And so he contacted a friend of his, Dominic Armato. Dominic, would you say hi? Printed up the posters, donated all of that. His company is called, Marathon? And it's a blueprint technology company. And so we really thank him for all that he did for us on that. Then we have, you'll notice where Mary Ann is at the table over here where we have all the raffle prizes. And if you haven't had a chance to look at those raffle prizes, there are some great prizes there. And one of them is donated by Dave Baird. Dave, would you kind of wave your hand? David donated a free flight into the raffle for around Kansas City, and he said that he's going to be getting his pilot's license on that to support him in that.
If things go well, he gets to keep it.
Dave, I should probably correct that. Dave is a former TWA pilot, so you can feel real assured on this one. And then we have, there's some tennis rackets, a tennis racket, there's some lessons, there's a beautiful backpack, that you can have it's kind of like a party backpack. So it's just buy some raffle tickets, get in there, and we're going to at 9:30 do the raffle at that time. Also, would like to thank Leif Lysick. I don't know if any of you know Leif. Leif's from up north here. He played tennis at Park Hill High School. He's on Metro Sports. And they did a piece on Metro Sports to kind of help us advertise this as well, too. And then there's been some other companies that have sent in some matching donations and that, too. So we really appreciate that from those companies as well. Sarah Gabbard, who's one of our tennis pros here. Brittany Ward, I don't know, some of you may not have met Brittany yet. She's our new tennis pro. They have donated an hour free lesson over there. Jim's donated 2 hours of free lesson. And Jason also donated 2 hours of free court time as well, too. So please take advantage of all of that. Now, when we put this together, this is not a hard sell, right? I mean, from what we've seen happen in Haiti, there isn't one of us, who haven't said we want to help in some way. And a lot of times I think the question was not that we want to help, but how are we going to help, and where do we want our money to go? And I think for many of us, one of the things was we wanted to make sure that it was a reputable organization, a charitable organization, a 501c3, and one that had a presence already in Haiti, that when we were thinking about giving money to them, we knew right away it was going to be there. They would be able to use it immediately to benefit the children and the people that are there. And so we started thinking about how we could come up with this. And one other thing, and I don't know if it's been this way for all of you, but I know for some of us as we talked, we wanted to know that 100% of what we were donating was going to go right to the kids. Not that the administrative part isn't important, it is important, but we were looking for an organization that had a funding mechanism set up that they funded the administrative part a different way, and that the donations all went to the kids. And that's what we found in the Global Orphan Project. Now, how we got in touch with them is going to be a little bit of what Janice and Brown and Tammy Davidson share with you. Because as we were planning this party, Janice sent out an email talking about the need for the orphans in the villages in Haiti. And so it just was the right timing. And we took a look at that, looked into the company, we said, this is the thing that we think we would like to try to support here. And so what I'd like to do is, before we have Marcia Campbell, who works for the Global Orphan Project, to come up and tell you a little bit about the organization. Help get in touch with USPA and the Heart of America, and they gave their official endorsement to the fundraising effort here. We have Terry Chambers and Pat Clam and Barbara Bryan, who also sat in on the meeting to help us get things organized. And then, as Thurston Howell III, I'm sure you recognize that. I would be amiss if I didn't recognize my lovely wife, Lovey, over here. And then